What would your life be like if you were totally on your own side no matter what happened? You never turned on yourself, you never criticized yourself, you didn't doubt yourself and your abilities, you believed in yourself. And even when someone challenged you, even when someone criticized you or rejected you, you took that in, you're like, okay, that person doesn't like me. Did what I do there, was that out of integrity with me? Does that feel like I did something that wasn't right? No? Okay, well, that's their issue. I'm okay. I'm on my own side. Or get this, even imagine this. What if you did reflect and you're like, yeah, that wasn't my best. I made a mistake there. I didn't live up to my values there. I was cruel there. I was impatient there. Or I was greedy there. Or I didn't put in my all. Like they called you out or they're upset with you because you fell short. And you were still on your own side. Can you imagine this? Like the more I share what the higher and higher levels of being on our own side are, people kind of drop off. They're with me when I'm like, hey, we should stop that inner critic. They're like, yeah, we should stop that inner critic. Great, and then we should be on our own sides no matter what. They're like, yeah, that sounds even better no matter what. And I'm like, yeah, even when you make a mistake, even when you fall short. And they're like, no. You got to punish yourself when you fall short. You got to give yourself the just lecture. That's how you're going to get better. No. That's not how we get better. That's how we get contracted and more fearful and more nice and more pleasing and trying to be better. But we're not. We get better. We cannot beat ourselves into being a better human. You cannot criticize yourself into being more aware, more loving, more confident. Can you see the insanity in that? We must get on our own sides. And we got to raise our bar. Like to not criticize yourself, not actively berate yourself in your own mind. That is a form of being on our own side. And that's good to start. But that's a pretty low standard. Imagine you're in a romantic relationship and your standard is, well, my partner doesn't verbally abuse me. It's like, your mom is asking, so how's your relationship with that nice young man? And you're like, well, he doesn't call me names and follow me from room to room in the house and tell me about my shortcomings and tell me I'm ugly and unworthy. And your mom's like, well, that just sounds great, honey. Right? Like, come on, we got to do better than that. And we got to do especially better than that with our relationship with ourselves. And so first things first, to be on our own sides, we must learn how to neutralize our inner critic. And as you probably have heard, I have a new book coming out called On My Own Side. And that is a whole big section of the book, is how to tame that inner critic, how to regain control inside of your own mind. Because that thing can just have been kicking you around for years, and you treat it as the authority. You treat it like it's the big boss in there, but it's not. You are the captain of your ship. We have a chapter about regaining control, and then we have a chapter about how to exactly work with that critic, that voice in your head, to tame it. But we don't stop there. That's not the end of the book. That's not the end of my mission with Omos and being on your own side. Because then what? So now you stopped attacking yourself, but guess what your critic does? Your critic is going to go sneaky. It's going to do more sabotage attacks. And here's just a few examples of that. One is, it doesn't directly say you're a loser. It just has you compare yourself to people all the time and find out that you're less than them and you're a loser, right? Or it does this thing. I call it projected dislike. So there's a group of people, you're going to walk into a networking meeting, you're going to walk to a prestigious group of people or some beautiful people that you're interested in dating or whatever, and then your mind's like, they think that you're a loser. They think that you're not good enough. They think this about you, and you're making it up. You're projecting your own critic onto them. There's so many ways, and that's why I have a chapter called Straightforward, Sneaky, and Savage. And it's about all the ways our critic turns on us. And you got to watch out for those sneaky ones. So the next level of Omos, and I have 10 in the book that you can identify instantly to stop them in their tracks. Because this game of getting on our own side, it's not an overnight thing. You're not going to read the book and instantly, with no effort whatsoever, get on your own side. It's about retraining your entire psychology. And the beautiful thing is, as you read the book, your minds are going to be transforming. Then if you do the exercises, you're going to internalize it. Because what it's about changing over time. And you catch when you're criticizing yourself and you're like, aha, I gotcha. That was sneaky. I'm on to you. And you can start to get better and better and better. You catch it and you redirect. You catch it and you get back on your own side. And you get more and more and more on your own side. And this is an essential practice to be able to identify it. So a key action step that I think would be really valuable as you're watching this video is to label when it's your critic talking to you. Just for the next day to week, identify it and say, that's my inner critic. pay attention to your thoughts. Pay attention to the way you're treating yourself. And sometimes it's direct self-criticism, but sometimes it's more sneaky. And if it's more sneaky, get better at seeing that. What am I on my own side? And if you really want to, skyrocket your awareness around this, then you got to get my book. It's coming out in just a short period of time on February 25th, 2020. We'll be releasing it. You can click down below. You can also go to omosbook.com, omosbook.com, and pre-order your copy there, which I highly recommend. You'll get it right away, right when it goes on sale. And we also have some special prizes we're doing around that. If you're not on my email list, then I recommend you go there to socialconfidencecenter.com, socialconfidencecenter.com, also in the link down below. And you can find out about the special raffle that we're having as people who get the book on that during those first 2 weeks. And you get open to amazing prizes. Because I want this book out there. I want to spread this. I think that as more than anything I've ever taught, this is crippling our confidence. And we need to step up and get on our own sides. And even people who think that they're not criticizing themselves, not turning on themselves, are. And we got to get control of this. So join me in this mission to where we can get the whole world on our own sides, and that radically improves all your relationships, starting with one with yourself, and then with your family, with your kids, with your colleagues, with your lovers, with your friends, everyone. So I can't wait to share more about Omos with you in the weeks to come. In the meantime, go to omosbook.com to pre-order your copy today. And until we speak again, may you have the courage to be who you are and to know on a deep level that you're awesome.